диссертации düşünceleri ertesi bunda disertação juntos com as palavras. Good afternoon, dear members of the Dissertation Council of the Region for the field 18,111 sciences, the specialty 6B, O9, O2, double tourism, and the education program 18,111 O5 tourism. Welcome, dear guests and PhD candidates are not Bekmurzaeva. The council consists of 7 members, 4 permanent members, and 3 temporary members. All 7 members are present, 4 in person and 3 online. The meeting is held online and offline. Video recording is in progress. 9 people are taking part in the meeting, the council members and the official figures. All 9 are present, 3 temporary council members and 1 official figure from online. Permanent members of the Dissertation Council, Chairman Leon Daliva, candidate of Economic Science, Professor, Head of the Department of Tourism, Gumilov, Eurasian National University. Deputy Chairman, Bakut Sudabayeva, Doctor of Economics, Professor, Department of Tourism, Gumilov National University. Member of the Dissertation Council, Mazbayev Otilbev, Doctor of Geographical Science, Professor, leading specialist of the National Academy of Education named after himself. Scientific Secretary, Bakut Sudabayeva, PhD, Acting Associate Professor of the Department of Tourism, Gumilov National University. Temporary members of the Dissertation Council, Tamara Gaich, PhD, Senior Researcher at the Geographical Institute of Johan Switch of Serbia, Academy of Science and Arts, Europe and Serbia. Jasmine Sadekov, PhD, Associate Professor, Head of the Department of Social Work and Tourism of the Защита University. Abhishek Nushan, PhD, Acting Associate Professor, School of Tourism and National University of Tourism and Hospitality. According to the rules, we have the required quorum to open the meeting. I propose that we start the meeting. Please vote. Dear colleagues. The proposal is adopted unanimously. Dear members of the Council, today's agenda includes the defense of Жаныл Abdullah Bekmurzaeva's dissertation title, including the usage of the marketing tools to promote regional tourism, conduct of the Republic of Kazakhstan on the example of Mangutsav, submitted for the PhD degree under the education program tourism. The agenda is adopted unanimously.
Karaoke, Bekmurzaeva's dear Bedouin Hanım, Kaçan Tabasayınız.
Başta oturmaz. Sizler ismini yapın. Dear members of the Council, let us begin with the agenda. The dissertation presented today was completed at the Department of Tourism of Eurasian National University. In accordance with the rules, all materials are available on the university website. Each Council member has a copy of the dissertation abstract and draft conclusion. Domestic Scientific Consultant Ozbaeva Nazim, Doctor of Economic Science, Professor, Department of Tourism, Gumilov National University. Foreign Scientific Consultant Ibrahimov Nutfilo, Doctor of Economics, Professor, Dean of the Faculty of Economics and Tourism of Bukhara State University. Official reviewers Niazbayev Aliya, PhD, Head of the Methodology Sector for the Implementation of the Unified Personnel System, Institute of Human Resource Management, Academy of Public Administration under the President of the Republic of Kazakhstan. Шилибекова Балжан, PhD, Associate Professor, School of Tourism, International University of Tourism and Hospitality. Official reviewers are present at the meeting of this dissertation council. The dissertation work is defended for the first time in English. I now give the floor to the Secretary of the Council, PhD, Acting Associate Professor, Aytolkun Lyubaeva. She will briefly present the documents in the attestation file of Жаныл Бекмурзаева.
Good day, dear members of the Dissertation Council and official reviewers. The attestation file of doctoral candidate Бекмурзаева Жаныл Abduwahabovna includes the candidate's application, reference letter, personal record, and other documents required by the regulations. This is an attestation file of Жаныл Бекмурзаева. All documents are here. Allow me to familiarize you with the biography of the doctoral student. Жаныл Бекмурзаева was born on December 17, 1987 in the city of Aktau, Mangistau region, Republic of Kazakhstan. In 2004, she graduated from the Regional Specialized School for Gifted Children. In 2008, she received a bachelor's degree in finance from the International Kazakh-Turkish University named after Kožahmet Yasavi. In 2010, she graduated with honors from the Al-Farabi Kazakh National University, completing a master's degree in finance. In 2014, in 2015, she studied at the University of Leicester, United Kingdom, under the Bolashak International Scholarship Program. From 2022 to 2025, she pursued doctoral studies at Guminov Eurasian National University under the educational program 811105 Tourism. She began her professional career in 2010 as a lecturer at the Higher School of Economics and Business of Al-Farabi Kazakh National University. From 2012 to 2017, she worked as senior lecturer at the Higher School of Economics of Maksud Narikbayev University. Between 2017 and 2018, she served as a project manager at Women Entrepreneurship Day Kazakhstan and PIPL Networking Bureau. From 2017 to 2022, she worked at the Academy of Public Administration under the President of the Republic of Kazakhstan, where she was a senior lecturer at the Institute of Management, Deputy Director of the Center of Applied Research and International Partnership, and then head of the International Partnership Office. In these roles, she coordinated international projects, including the Erasmus Plus program, developed partnerships with foreign universities and international organizations, organized international conferences, forums, and official protocol events, and contributed to the implementation of the Academy's internationalization strategy. From 2022 to 2023, she served as a senior lecturer at the School of Creative Industries of Astana IT University. In 2024, she managed the social project Kharsız Koğam in the city of Shymkent. Beginning in 2024, she has been working in the field of digital marketing and tourism development as the head of marketing and Oasis system and Go Oasis, while also serving as the CEO of the creative agency Mark & Go. Her professional activities focus on the development of digital product, marketing strategies, and branding solutions. The practical experience gained through these activities has contributed to the validation and practical application of selected results of her doctoral research. During her career, she has completed a number of international educational programs and professional internships in the Czech Republic, in the United Kingdom, and Germany. She is an alumna of the Cross-Culture Program Germany and holds the internationally recognized Prince 2 Foundation certification in project management, as well as the ICU coach certification. During her doctoral studies, she actively participated in research activities, published the results of her studies in national and international scientific journals, and presented her research findings at international scientific conferences held in Antalya, Bali, and Turkestan. Selected research results were also presented and discussed during a roundtable and a scientific seminar held in Bukhara, dedicated to the development of regional tourism and the promotion of regional tourism products. The topic of the doctoral dissertation is improving the usage of marketing tools for the promotion of the regional tourism product of the Republic of Kazakhstan, based on the case on the Mangostau region. Her scientific supervisors are Professor Nazım Aminovna Uruzbayeva, Doctor of Economic Sciences, and Professor Lutfilo Salimovich Ibragimov, Doctor of Economic Sciences, Bukhara State University, Bukhara, Republic of Uzbekistan. The results of the research have been implemented in the practical activities of High-Tech Inc. during the development of the Go Oasis digital tourism application, as well as in the activities of the Mark & Go creative agency in the development of marketing and branding solutions. The research findings have also been taken into account by the Tourism Department of Mangostau region and recommended for use in the development of the regional tourism marketing strategy, destination branding concepts, and measures aimed at improving the competitiveness of the region's tourism potential. A total of 8 scientific publications with a combined volume of 4.42 printed sheets have been published on the topic of the dissertation. Thank you.
Dear Council, dear colleagues, do you have any questions? So, to present the main points of the dissertation, I now give the floor to Жаныл Бекмурзаева. The presentation should take around 15 minutes.
So, thank you very much, dear Chairperson Elia Maratovna, dear distinguished members of Dissertation Council, supervisors, the guests and colleagues. Thank you very much for attending today's day, and allow me to present my thesis entitled Improving the Usage of the Marketing Tools to Promote a Regional Tourism Product of the Republic of Kazakhstan, on the example of Mangostau region. So here I can easily show the content which is linked between each sectors. The first sector section is showed the theoretical approaches and how we can collect all the data and what kind of research already done, and etc. The second one is analyzing, and the third one is how can we improve that instrument that we already have, or maybe show the other things. The relevance of the research topic is a lack of alignment between marketing tools and regional tourism product. And of course, despite infrastructure development, the Mangostau region still underrepresented in domestic and international marketplace. And the research is relevant due to the need to develop the theoretical and the methodological approaches. And of course, regarding this all the relevance, the aim of the research is to develop theoretical and methodological foundation, giving the theory, the topic of the regional tourism product. And of course, to propose a practical direction for improving their effectiveness in promoting. And regarding this, here I can show the 5 main purpose of this research. The first is the reveal the theoretical and the methodological aspects. The second one, identifying the specific features of the use of marketing tools. Others is conduct a comparative analysis to current state of the region, identifying the internal and external competitiveness to provide a critical assessment of the use of marketing tools that we already have and of the regional tourism product, and determine the directions for improving the use of marketing tools. And of course, object of the research is the regional tourism in the Mangistau region, and the subject is a set of marketing tools used in the promotion, and the research method that we use in the whole research paper, that is a comparative analysis, multi-criteria decision analysis, PEST, SWOT, KPI-based evaluation, correlation surveys, etc. And after that, I will show how they just connect between each other, do the linking. I will show how can be proved and evident all the results. And of course, the scientific novelty of the research is developing the author's definition for the regional tourism product and the matrix-based structure of the regional tourism product. After that, the structurally grounded classification of marketing tools, then systemized of marketing effectiveness assessment of for the regional application. Key factors influencing promotion are sustained through the seasonality matrix, which is very good work, and PEST and SWOT analysis. Multi-criteria identification for the Mangistau's positioning, empirical validation, comprehensive promotion, and after that, in the end, we showed the structural cluster approach to promote marketing tools application. And the provision for defense is here. As you can see, again, there is a conceptualization of the regional tourism product, the matrix model, showing the effectiveness and assessing the effectiveness of marketing tools, identification of competitive advantages, the regions, and the structural culture approach is proposed also. And here is the practical significance. The results can be applied by government bodies, tourism organizations, and business for planning and managing tourism. All the implementation acts were provided in the dissertation thesis. Implementation acts coming from the marketing of creative identity, where we use all the branding and the marketing systems and the classifications. Also, the another thing is high-tech IT company who just used all the results in their mobile applications and taking into account in the activities of the Department of Tourism of the Mangistau. And of course, all the results in the theory part, you can use this easily in the courses regarding to the tourism marketing and the destination marketing. After that, I would like to show my real results regarding this topic. This is the apps, mobile apps that already uploaded and presented in the App Store. The name of the apps is Go Oasis. There you use a regional tourism product and classification and grouping. Here is the screens from that mobile apps. If you're able to download it, and you can just easily to review it. And after that, so let's move directly for work that already done. The provision one was the author's interpretation of the regional tourism product as a structurally integrated system regarding requiring different marketing tools. How can we reach this provision? The first thing is we overviewed all the approaches that already have. After that, made the analytical frames for the generalizing all the materials that has presented in the past period. All these materials can help us to conceptualize the criteria for identifying the regional tourism product, because previously all the materials presented as a tourism product or regional destination or regional economics. So that's why that stages was really important for us to show how it's really work. And regarding these sections, firstly, I would like to show the co-occurrence of keywords. Here is we can identify through the voice viewer application what kind of terms used mostly. And regarding these pictures and these colors, you can find that our first integrity in the process approach, like a provision 2. There is a matrix model. What does it mean? There is a cluster that coming from the co-occurrence, and the colors already were used in the core occurrence keywords, and here is it, all the identifying the classification of the tourism product of Mangistau region, and here the second step is marketing campaigns regarding each sections that have to be prepared the implementation of the campaign, because here is allocating the budget and everything is all about how we can use them in effective way. The next provision is effectiveness of marketing tools is assessed through a triangulation approach combining KPI, correlation, and survey data. So here is I showed all the methods, quantitative and qualitative and mixed method, how we can just collect the data and use the implementation and the result of this research, and what kind of limitation we have in the, during the research. And classification of marketing tools also presented here. We have this classification from the Kazakh Tourism Development Plan, and here we just contributed like giving the observing the tables and showing the examples how it works. And provision number 4, the identification of competitive advantages and promotion. Here is we showed the current state of Mangistau regions. First, we started with a statistical data during the 10-year period, 1 decade, so starting from 2016 till 2025 at the end of the year. And here you can see the dynamic of the visitor growth. For example, from the two, all the numbers is here, so 133% is visitor growth showed, yeah, is good, but not enough. However, also in the number of visitors in surveys showed a bit different percentage. But you can see here a bit different numbers. For example, if we show the internal competitiveness in the Mangistau region between the more popular locations, like Akmol, Almaty, etc., in Turkestan, so Mangistau plays the second place with the volume of services. That is a 4 times rise. That is a good. But as you can see, the next one is number of visitors served is just decreased till about 6%. Why it happened? If you see here, there's all the positive numbers, but here is the negative one. This explains the collecting data that not all the visitors registered in a Yekona or maybe stayed in a in a hotel, etc. It may be the stayed in a France or maybe in legal sections in the accommodations. So that's why the number is different. So it shows that statistic numbers is not enough to collect the data. So here is, if we talk about the internal, let's talk about the external competitiveness. Here we use the MCDA radar chart and the Porter diamonds through the Caspian Basin countries. So here she, of course, the Russian and the, Iran, the last political instability, they showed the different cases, but here we integrated the main 5 directions like natural resources, culture, infrastructure, digital readiness, and sustainability. How it showed how the regions can be compete in the area, I mean in the tourism. And all the data that collected, we put it into Porter Diamonds model and showed the factor conditions that we easily use in upgrading the regions, and the firm strategies, how they collaborated. And of course, taking into account everything that we already made, we first things that show the seasonality matrix. Yes, Mangistau is only works have a high potential in a summer period. But here we used allocating all the resources and maybe dominant treatment for showing how can we improve it and explaining this seasonality matrix to approximate share of arrivals, I mean the tourist arrivals. And the result of pest analysis and the SWOT analysis showing how all the factors affect the positive or in a negative way, and the SWOT analysis showing the weakness or the threats or might be what kind of opportunities have to allocate the money, so maybe attract the people, the tourists, to increase the tourism sector of Mangistau region in a future perspective. So there is a showing the correlation coefficients. If you can see, you find the table, the number of the visitors and all the activities that made by the Kazakh tourism presented in the development plan. So here is a correlation analysis, shows a very good results that everything is work together, but we need to attract the more things and the focus on the way of the marketing tools. So the table is a channel. It is also allocating from that document. So how the tourism marketing tools for tourism promotion again. Here is methods, a traditional digital institutional already used in a plan, and the KPIs that they strive to collect the data and activate it in a strong way. This is all that coming from that document. And regarding these things, we can just identify these constraints. The main thing is traditional marketing is high cost because we need to print it, have a printing brochures, and so all the digital marketings might be algorithm dependency. We need to control that algorithms and the lack of integrated monitoring, and everything is showed here. And the main interesting thing is here. So taking into account everything that I mentioned, we can see build the research design and triangulations methodology. The first thing is after getting all the theoretical materials starting from the literature review, prismas, bibliometric analysis, and international benchmarking, and every stage is shown here what specific information we receive and how we can use each information in one final results. So because, for example, if the past analysis shows that only the factors that affected, we can understand why it happened and what is affected for that. Or if it shows a SWOT analysis, we can see that only the opportunities and think about how we can improve that opportunity, use these opportunities to improvement. For example, the survey shows just only the tourist behavior, why they just choose this channel, why it affect, what kind of feelings you experience at the time. And the conceptual structure of the triangulation-based marketing is here. I would like to say just one word. This is how we can attract the tourists. In each level, how can we just try to show the behavioral dimension, or might be qualitative or quantitative. So this is how it works to attract the tourists in that destination. And of course, the conceptual models is improving here. Okay, we just input here the information, all the data collected from these bodies, and they use all the data in the process. And of course, after the process, we receive some results, output. If we satisfied with this result, it works well. However, the work is always developed, so that's why there is a continuous improvement. Tourism production, I would like to show here how in a region way we should think about not only the tourism product, it allocate also the branding, showing how the branding works for the national way or maybe sometimes in a global. So here I just want to say that presented the branding directions that we designed during this research, and the provision 5, a structural cluster approach. If you remember in the previous slide, I showed the bibliometric analysis results, which is demonstrated the matrix design model. Regarding this model, we showed here how can we use the structural cluster approaches. So each structure identified and linked with the branding in the left side, as you can see here, and also each cluster showed what the regional tourism brand formation happened here, and which service, which marketing tools should be used for each regional product. And this is the integrated marketing portfolio. How can we use the KPI model to allocating all the resources, and of course, the calculating it and trying to identify and understand does it work or not. This is some cases. Free, just post. Free posting from the Kazakh tourism databases. So the first is storytelling with best performance, the next one is content like news, and the third one is just showing them again another performance. First time, always we see only for the numbers 7,000 and 11, and make a decision that 11,000 is good enough for the marketing promotions. However, we not allocating and calculating the another engagement rates. For example, there is another numbers as you can see, and comparing all the three posts, we can see the first storytelling based information is has a high potential for the engage, the attract and tourists, because there is not just scrolling the reels. It is all about how we engage, stay in the reels, try to get more information, or might search that page. And cluster-based alignment also, this is the explanation how the brand, road career can work and priority marketing tools. But here I would like to pay your attention the governance and collaborations. So how we can use all the data and collaborate between the universities, the academic staff, the regional coordination bodies, and the private operations like businesses, and working together, and how we can classifying all the things. In a conclusion, I would like to say that every task that we put in our as aim that reach, and the first thing is we analyze the main theoretical approaches to tourism marketing and regional tourism product. After that, we study, systemize, and develop the matrix design model. After that, the methodology for evaluating the effectiveness, like triangulated methodology was used, and showed the relationship to tourism development indicator. Then they identified the key institutional infrastructure and marketing factors shaping to promotion, and analysis of the tourism potential of the Mangistau region. The integration of these elements formed a distinctive tourism identity that provided the basis of developing the architecture of the Mangistau tourism brand. And of course, that is how we implement it, and the empirical analysis based on tourism surveys, correlation analysis. Everything is the perception of the natural and the cultural tourism resources. And further improvement for promotion of regional tourism product in the Mangistau, the following areas should be developed, and also show as a recommendations how we use the development of a unified destination brand, application of seasonality matrix, storytelling-based promotions, structure cluster approach for stakeholders coordination, and of course, strengthening experience-oriented and creative tourism formats capable for destination visibility. So it's over. If you have any questions, please allow me to answer.
Thank you for your presentation and report. Dear colleagues, council members, and reviewers, you may now ask your questions. Please, Professor Gaich, Professor Abishov, Professor Sadikov.
Yes, I have some questions. Do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, thank you. Dear distinguished chair, estimated members of the dissertation council, and dear colleagues, good afternoon, everyone. I wish you all a productive session and a fruitful discussion. Having generally assessed the dissertation by Bekmurzaevой Жаныл, and I assessed this dissertation positively, and I would like to ask the author several questions in order to clarify certain aspects of the research. So, question one: why did you choose triangulated methodological approach to evaluate the effectiveness of marketing tools, and what advantage did it provide compared to using a single analytical method? Question two, based on your research findings, why did you conclude that a structural cluster approach was necessary, and how does it differ from exciting approach and the destination marketing? Question three, how can your original models and applied in practice, and how may the results of your research contribute to the future development of regional tourism in Kazakhstan? Thank you very much.
Жаныл, you can now answer two questions.
Thank you very much, Nurjan Urbasarovich, for your questions. Can I just repeat your question? Am I right? Am I clear? Understand it? The first question is why I use the triangulated methods. The second one is how we can just come as a result the structural cluster approach. And the third one is about contributions of my results, right?
Yes, right.
Thank you for your questions. I would like to start from question number why triangulated methods. If you remember the slide, I can just also show it again. So here it is. So we designed it. This is a general information, like how we use the triangulation and why it's important, because the topic is improving the marketing tools in the promotions. So it is not saying that everything is bad and working worse. No, this is showing how we can improve it, and the research methods not can be easily answered with the one methods for these whole questions. So that's why we use a triangulation, like first of all, getting the all information, that like literature reviews, the bibliometric, the international benchmarkings. So how already the internet best practices use their promotions. And of course, we need to think what happened here in Mangistau and use the statistical analysis. So the statistics not showing just only the tourism dynamics, but not answer for the question why it happened. And the next, if we say about the pest analysis, it's showing the factors that can affect it for that regional development. However, not answered for the internal experience in that regions. So again, the SWOT analysis is showing the opportunities, how can we develop and focus on that opportunities. And the MCDA analysis showing the how we just compete with the other regions, or might be with the Caspian Basin countries. And of course, another KPI analysis shows just only things, how it works. Exactly one models work it good or not. So as you can see, there is a different measures and different results, but we can't answer with each sections with for the one questions. It is just only the whole complex and the mixed methods results that showing and answering for the questions. For example, the survey is showing the behavioral of the tourist, why they use that channel or why they use that destinations and stay at this destination or might be forgot and have a bad experience, etc. I think I can answer for your questions. And the output, for example, the final output of the result, it was the comprehensive cycle models that I showed the input, the process, and the output of the results. The territorial branding that showed that each brand, how we can allocate the storytelling-based promotion, or another structural culture approaches showing that each cluster should be identified and showing the different promotions, because event making or might be influencer can't do the same things. It is very different topics, etc. The second question was the structural culture. Okay, here is again as a continuation of the answers, the structural culture approach showing that each defined it and divided or classified the regional tourism product should be used at different marketing promotion tools for showing the deeper and the inner side of the regions to show it more effective, because not just doing for the reports, should be showed the impact, does it work or not. The question is, how can we just reach it? Or maybe if you remember the cases with the Kazakh Tourism Post, it is showed the differentiation of why the marketing tools is used, like news. Is it the good things that happened in the international area, or maybe there is a story about Shokpakh Khata, or maybe Borjira places, or Torush, why it happened, like a Mars planet, and so. The contribution of them, all these results is, the first thing is mobile apps, the Go Oasis. So everything, all the research results over there, you can easily identify the classifications, the event calendars, and the Department of the Tourism of Mangista also implements some part of this, and Mark and Go Creative Agency for the branding or might be structurizing the marketing tools for each sector with let's say, a clustering approach as well. So thank you very much, Nurjan Nurbasarovich. If you have any further questions, so please let me know.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I haven't questions. It's all, everything is okay.
Thank you. Professor Gaich, you may ask your questions, please.
Hope you can hear me. Greetings to all presents. First of all, I would like to say that I was very honored to participate on this defense today. Very interesting topic, super presentation, and you're dealing with the case study. But it is expected when when we come to Kazakhstan, studying Kazakhstan, because Kazakhstan is a huge country with a lot of cultural and natural heritage. I won't ask you anything about your statistics, because you answered through the previous professor's questions, everything, and we have all answers in your thesis. I want to know your opinion. I hope that you are hearing me. For instance, you developed in your thesis several models promoting this very, very wonderful region. I want to know your opinion. If you had a limited budget today, which single way of marketing for you is the first one, top one for promotion this region? Because we are witness that this region is not promoted on the highest level for foreigner tourists. You know, European people know about this region only when you visit from different reasons to your country. It's not developed like through any models of promotion. And the second question, as well, your opinion in this time. What do you think about the role of community, of local population, and the role of your ambassadors or promoting like residents, influencers, students, whatever. Because everything that we are dealing and conducting surveys in our thesis or research papers is only assumptions. You know, we don't prove anything. You know, you cannot prove if the tourism will increase or decrease. You only talking about some assumptions, you know, guess or whatever. What is your opinion? What is the level of attitudes of local people, residents, influencers about promotion this region? Only your opinion. It's not some hard questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Tamara Gajic. Can I just repeat your question? Am I clear? Understand you? The first one is the both question is representing my opinions. The first one is which tourism product should be, if I have a limited budget, which product I should promote. The second question is how the local communities working in promoting the regional tourism product, right?
Yeah.
Good,
Yeah.
thank you. So moving for the question number one, again, here is in the presentations. So I already provide here. Here we already started work clearly with the Bozjor allocation in Mangistau. So this is like a Kazakh Mars branding system already started, inviting the international, but not inviting, they started to come themselves. And after under the branding Kazakh Mars, they also used the Üstürt Plateau, Bozjora, Karagya, deserts, etc. So in one branding, we can just attract the people by allocating all the budget here because already have limitations, and in a practice still we have a limits in the budgeting. So starting point will be good with the Kazakh Mars, because if we attract the people after seeing all the beauties, of course, started to stay there and trying to investigate the other stays like a Silk Road, Caspian Gateway. There might be for the festival corridors over there, etc. The creative Mangistau is started to doing in these directions. So the answer for the question is, I would start or recommend to start with the Kazakh Mars, and after that continue with the Silk Road, Caspian Gateway. So first, one direction is the Kazakh Mars, which is allocated and organized all the things regarding the plateau and the very beautiful places. The local community, yes. In my dissertations, I through the surveys or interviews and showed the gap between the government authorities and local communities, or might be business, to coordinate everything in one umbrella, under the umbrella. And this is why in the last presentation, in the last slide, I show how can we should collaborate between and build the collaboration between government authorities and the local communities. Over there, I search a lot and find out the 5 local communities, but regarding the ecosystems. The second one is event managing. The other 3 is just announcing the information about the festivals that happened in Mangistau. So these 5 communities work and trying to do this to promote the regions. But now if they work with, for example, researcher results and the government, like who has a budget, and the business, of course, who just provide their business and services, that will be good effect even the working separately. So this is my opinion.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
No
further questions.
Thank you. Who has any questions? Okay, colleagues. Dr. Профессор Садыкбаева.
Спасибо, Жаныл, за вашу презентацию. У меня к вам два вопроса. В диссертации предложена авторская триреволюционная методика оценки эффективности маркетинговых инструментов, объединяющая KPI-анализ, корреляционный анализ, многокритериальную оценку и результаты анкетирования. Не могли вы бы более подробно объяснить, чем предложенная вами методология принципиально отличается от существующих подходов к оценке эффективности? В частности, в чем заключаются ее основные методологические преимущества при оценке эффективности продвижения регионального туристского продукта? Так, и второй вопрос. Вами разработана структурно-кластерная модель продвижения регионального туристского продукта Мангистауской области. По вашему мнению, какие ключевые условия необходимы для успешного внедрения данной модели в других туристских регионах Казахстана? Кроме того, какие элементы модели, на ваш взгляд, потребуют адаптации с учетом региональных особенностей и специфики туристских ресурсов и туристского предложения?
So, yes. In your dissertation, you propose a novel triangulation-based methodology for evaluating the effectiveness of marketing instruments by integrating KPI analysis, correlation analysis, and multi-criteria decision analysis and survey data. Could you please elaborate on how your proposed methodology differs from existing evaluation approaches? In particular, what are its main methodological advantages in assessing the effectiveness of regional tourism product promotion? And second question is that your dissertation introduces a structural cluster model for promoting the regional tourism product of the Mangostau region. And in your opinion, what are the key conditions for successfully implementing this model in other tourism regions of Kazakhstan? And furthermore, which components of the model would need to be adapted to reflect regional differences and local tourism characteristics? Thank you. I apologize, you have been asked to give a little bit shorter answers.
Okay. Thank you very much, Bakhtuzapan, for your questions. Okay, let's start from the first. It is how we, if I may, the answer in English, yeah? For the assessment of the effectiveness of marketing instruments. So here is, I showed that all the information from the Kazakh Tourism Development Plan, how they just use the KPI tire for the collecting the numbers and understanding does it work or not. But here I also showed that this is not enough. I not criticized, I just showed how can we improve it. Okay, we have already used this one, but we need to add that not only the KPIs, it is the showing all the materials here, how can we just improve it. The key performance metrics like engagement rate also should be taking into account, the branded search, the user-generated content volume, etc. So this is the differentiation of the previous things. It is dive deeper and collect the more numbers to understand how the tourists engage with this information and the attractiveness of that regional development. And about the cluster, the structural cluster approach, yes, in this case, how can we just adapt it and what kind of conditions should be followed from these clusters? Of course, the first conditions is before identifying the clusters, we need to identify their classification of the tourism product. Through the classifications, we can also, in a step 2, show what tourism product could be addressed to each cluster. After the identifying, we can just adapt this, and the condition is just only things. The first is a classification, so that is more important things. And of course, after the condition, the second condition is a budgeting. How much money do you have for the organizing all this marketing promotion system? And of course, getting the focuses after the SWOT analysis, identifying the opportunities, which sector should be right now and here adapted and promoted. Because if we have the instant, the win-win things, it will work faster instead of waiting and other things. So these two conditions should be adapted before the starting and using this especially cluster model for the other regions, based other regions. Thank you.
Thank you. No need.
Professor Mazbayev,
Professor Mazbayev, Жаныл Абдуахидовна, сізге үш тілді қоя берсе де жауап беретін түріңіз бар. Сондықтан жаңа аудармаға байланысты орысша дұрыс шығарды. Қазақша, орысша бәрібір. Жарайды, орысша баста, орысша. Қазақша былай, орысша. Методы исследования бар ғой, айтылған. Диссертациялық жұмыста әдемі жазылған. Бірақ соның ішінде анкетирование болған екен. Анкетирование сізге не берді, осы зерттеу барысында? Бұл бірінші сұрақ. Соның нәтижесі қандай болды? Айта беріңіз, мен екіншісін қоямын. Ағылшын айта беріңіз, түсінеміз. Ағылшын айта берсін.
Okay, the question was how questioning the people will help in your methodological research.
So, thank you. So here is it. Thank you very much, President, for your questions. Here is I just showed in. Can you see the third column? Here is a survey. So each section just showed what kind of results we get from each method. So from the survey, we get the results like the tourist perceptions, the preferred channels, what kind of marketing channel they would like to receive, and the satisfaction levels. They receive the feedbacks from each experience in that territory, and the barriers to travel. So all the things is related to the behavior of the tourists.
Екінші сұрақ қойып көрейік. Екінші сұрақ бұл диссертациялық жұмыс, бұл туризмологияның ғылымының ішінде экономика туризмге арналған. Таза көрініп отыр. Соған байланысты қандай қиындықтар болды диссертацияның жұмысын орындау барысында? Рельеф жаңа Бозжыра деп жатыр, әртүрлі жерлерде бәрі дестинация ғой, географиялық. Қандай қиындықтар болды?
Okay. In this dissertation, your dissertation is based in tourism and economical tourism. So the question is, what challenges did you face while making this dissertation?
Yeah, thank you very much, Jordan Bekulisevich. The challenges was a lot regarding the economics and statistics. The first thing is the budget, collecting the information from the budget, how many the number of, or how to say, the money is, everything is about the money. How they're completing the budget and how they spend it and how they calculated the ROI. So this is the first challenges that I faced. And regarding this, I had to collect the different and other materials. Thank you.
Үшінші сұрақ берейін бе? Үшінші сұрағым бұл жаңа диссертациялық жұмыстарда, презентация барысында да айттыңыз, қазақ туризмге қатысты жұмыстар. Қазақ туризм ол негізінен маркетингпен айналысады ғой. Сондықтан олармен бірлескен жоба болды ма, шақырды ма? Болашақта жоспарыңызда бар ма?
Okay, the question is, you were talking about the tourism in Kazakhstan. So how could the marketing, how could we collaborate the marketing with Kazakh tourism?
Mm-hmm. So thank you very much for this question. I would like to answer it in a brief. Just 2023, joined with the Kazakh tourism's Eco-Usturt expeditions. I joined that expedition. There were invited 24 influencers and just me, one researcher, who just altogether 25 people just tried to the research, doing the research and the see and investigate the territory. I was there 3 times. Thank you.
Who has any questions? The colleagues?
Good evening or good eve, thank you. Could I ask some questions? reviewer. Can you hear me?
Да. Профессор Шалыбекова, пожалуйста,
Yeah.
please.
Thank you very much. So, Жаныл, what do you think? How you can how you can implement this proposed model be adapted for others? I mean, for other regions of Kazakhstan. I'm interested in how do you think? How can your proposed model be adapted?
Thank you very much, Baljan Simbekovna, for this question. As I previously mentioned, for example, the structural cluster approach can be adapted in different regions as well. In a comparison analysis, I showed the 5 regions like Almaty, Turkestan, etc. And first of all, for adaptations for this cluster, we need to classify their regional tourism product. And the terminology and explanation for the tourism regional product I already done in the dissertations. And after classifications, we can easily identify which cluster could be addressed to each regional tourism product. And after that, identifying the already classified tourism marketing tools, sorry. And of course, it is easily adaptable, but first of all, the condition is how we can just classify their regional tourism product. After that, they easily can be addressed and choose the marketing tools. Thank you.
Okay, I have the next question, one more. So what do you consider to the biggest challenge in implementing your recommendation in practice? What's the challenges it's meet?
Yeah, good question, Baljan Simbekovna. The first big challenge is communications, collaborations. So this is a big challenge. How can we work together? The government bodies, the authorities, business have their own business, and of course, local communities. So this is all about the project management. If the project leader will be the real leader, they can be allocate all the resources and try to identify each responsibilities. Because nowadays, everyone is busy and everyone think about their reports or might be their budgets or might be their money if we think about the business. So that's why communications is the #1 first challenges.
And the last one, I'm sorry, like if you had the opportunity to implement only one your recommendation, so which one would you prioritize and why?
If we think about the priority, it is all about how can we easily to have reach this aim. If we think about the priority, it will be the structural cluster approach with the classification. If we think about the quick win things, it is all about the KPI models, accumulating all the resource and trying to identify which content or might be which marketing proposal is work good after the calculating their engagement. So this is the 2 parts of my question answers. If you satisfied.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Baljan Simbekovna.
Профессор Турсунова.
Добрый день, меня слышно?
Профессор Ниязбаева, excuse me.
You mentioned that you developed an app overseas, and I'm currently exploring this app. Please, could you please tell us how it differs from other similar applications and what its main advantages are?
Thank you very much, Elia Tursunovna. Thank that you paid attention for our product, IT product. So thank you for investigating it. the main differentiation of the others platform, it is gamification. We can attract the tourists through the game, like showing the quests, collaborating with a business like a restaurant, let's say, or might be museum, in the government bodies, etc. Doesn't matter. But the main idea is how we can just build this quest, and the people interact in this process activities, and also earn the money in this application. We also develop their own monies like coins. And this is maybe the first thing that can be attract the people for being involved in the process. And of course, the other thing is promote the regional tourism product, because in Kazakhstan, even in the ministry, or might be even the Kazakh tourisms, they have now the mobile apps that can allocate all the resources, I mean about the information resources in one apps. Because here, if you are the administrator, you can easily get all the statistical database from that application if you work together with the government bodies. So thank you.
Dear colleagues, I think there were enough questions. What do you think? Janıl, thank you for your speech. The floor is given to the domestic scientific consultant, Doctor of Economic Science, Professor Uruzbaeva Nazim.
Так, слышно меня, да? Dear members of the Dissertation Council and guests, allow me to introduce the scientific consultant review of this dissertation work. Firstly, a few words about relevance of the topic. The strategy of active country marketing implemented in Kazakhstan seeks to promote inbound and domestic regional tourism while enhancing its visibility and overall recognition. Within the context, the challenge of selecting and effectively applying marketing tools for the promotion of a regional tourist product becomes increasingly significant. The growing complexity of tourism interactions alongside globalization and intensifying competition on the one hand, and the rising level and of consumer sophistication on the other, calls for a new approach to the development and promotion of regional tourism products. At the same time, digitalization has led to the emergence of new hybrid marketing tools whose adaptation to the promotion of regional tourism products requires careful theoretical consideration. Rapidly developing tourist destinations in Kazakhstan, including the Mangostar region in recent years, often encounter difficulties in selecting and applying marketing tools that correspond to the increasingly complex structure of regional tourism products. This creates a practical need for an effective system of tourism product promotion that incorporates an optimal set of marketing tools while reflecting regional specificities. The relevance of the problem is further underscored by the absence of a clearly defined conceptual framework for the regional tourism product in both academic literature and the legislation of Kazakhstan, which complicates
the effective use of marketing tools in its promotion. These circumstances have shaped the choice of the dissertation topic and determine its relevance. The aim of the study is to provide a theoretical and methodological justification for the usage of marketing tools in promoting the regional tourism product of the Mangostar region, as well as to identify ways of improving the application. This dissertation develops an authorial approach to improving the usage of the marketing tools to promote a regional tourism product of the Mangostar region, taking into account its specific characteristics. The study includes a comprehensive systematization of existing scientific approaches, which lead to the formulation of the author's definition of the concept of a regional tourism product, and a clarification of its structure. Among the key scientific contributions is the author's classification of marketing tools, with a particular attention to the specific features of the application in relation to the structural composition of the regional tourism product. In addition, the study identifies the key characteristics, advantages, and limitations of these tools in the context of tourism product promotion. The application of multi-criteria decision analysis provides valuable insights into the competitive advantages of the regional tourism product of the Mangostar region. The seasonality matrix developed by the author, together with the past and SWOT analysis conducted, provided a basis for identifying and substantiating the factors influencing the specific features of RTP promotion. A significant, well-substantiated outcome of the research is the identification of the most effective marketing tools for promoting the regional tourism product of the Mangostar region based on the application of KPI analysis, correlation methods, and survey data. The methodology employed, along with the set of marketing tools proposed in the study, may serve as a scientific foundation for the development of regional tourism product of tourism promotion programs in the Mangostar region. The study is further complemented by recommendations aimed at improving the usage of marketing tools. In particular, the author develops and substantiates a model of the integrated cycle for enhancing the effectiveness of RTP promotion, as well as a multi-level KPI metrics linking territorial branding with tourism promotion outcomes in the Mangostar region. The structural cluster approach proposed by the author may be regarded as a novel perspective on organizing the system for promoting the regional tourism product of the Mangostar region. The findings of the dissertation constitute a meaningful contribution to the development of both the theory and practice of regional tourism. The applied relevance of the study is strengthened by the proposed model of an integrated promotion cycle and multi-level KPI metrics linking territorial branding with tourism performance outcomes. The study also highlights the practical importance of actively applying digital marketing tools, storytelling strategies, and the content-driven communication in presenting the natural and sacred tourism resources of the region. The practical significance of the research lies in the potential application of the provisions, findings, and conclusions by national and local authorities in the development of strategic frameworks and regional programs for the promotion of the regional tourism product, as well as in the training of tourism specialists. The dissertation is completed at a high academic level, and its main provisions and conclusions are well substantiated, supported by a robust methodological framework, extensive engagement with both domestic and international scholarship, and a substantial body of statistical data on tourism development in the Mangostal region. The study is independent and comprehensive in nature. The author demonstrates a high level of academic maturity, a strong command of research methodology, and a rigorous approach to addressing an important theoretical, methodological, and practical problem related to improving the usage of the marketing tools for promoting the regional tourism product of the Mangostal region. The implementations of the proposed recommendations by public authorities may contribute to enhancing the attractiveness of the tourism product of the Mangostal region and support its further development as a tourist destination. Overall, the dissertation by Жаныл Бекмурзаева entitled Improving the Usage of the Marketing Tools to Promote a Regional Tourism Product of the Republic of Kazakhstan on the example of Mangostal region meets all the established requirements and may be recommended for public defense for the degree of PhD within the educational program 8D 111-05 Tourism. And in addition, I'd like to say, в дополнение я хотела сказать несколько слов о личности самого соискателя, докторанта. Я знаю Жаныл Бекмурзаеву не только как научный руководитель, но и как преподаватель. Я у них преподавала. И Жаныл проявила себя с лучшей стороны и в процессе учебы проявила себя как любознательная, стремящаяся к новому, постоянно находящийся в творческом поиске молодой исследователь. И несмотря на то, что я говорю молодой исследователь, у Жанылы Бекмурзаевой такой бэкграунд, у нее большой опыт участия в международных исследовательских проектах, есть практический опыт. Вот здесь вот как раз задавал вопрос Орденбек Бесбекович, участвовал в экспедициях Стюарт, да? И кроме того, человек, владеющий несколькими языками, свободно говорящий, пишущий на 3 языках. И кроме того, как человек, Жаныл высокой культуры, интеллигентный, очень воспитанный. И я думаю, что именно такие молодые ученые могут и должны представлять научную элиту Казахстана как внутри страны, так и за ее пределами. Поэтому я желаю вам, Жаныл Бекмурзаева, удачи во всех ваших начинаниях. Good luck. Thank you for attention.
Okay, there was a little comment about Janıl as a professor herself. It was told that she was one of the best students with high ambitions and an interest in studying, especially in creative researches about marketing, about these concepts, and also her background as a professor and as a young researcher. Still, she has a very big background of international researches, of different expeditions, and also freely speaking in 3 languages with a very high intelligence and culture. it was said that researchers like her are the ones that should be representing Kazakhstan on the international arenas, and we wish you the best of luck in your further career.
Marmina, thank you for your feedback. And now the floor is given to the scientific secretary on the council, Aytol Lyubayeva, to present the review of the foreign scientific consultant, Doctor of Economics, Professor, Dean of the Faculty of Economics and Tourism of Bukhara State University, Notfilo Ibragimov.
Thank you. Dear members of the Dissertation Council and official reviewers, the review is on the website, so let me briefly present the review of Doctor of Economics Professor and Dean of the Faculty of Economics and Tourism at Bukhara State University, Lutfilo Salimovich Ibragimov. Review. For the dissertation of Жаныл Бекмурзаева titled Improving the Usage of the Marketing Tools to Promote a Regional Tourism Product of the Republic of Kazakhstan on the example of Mangostau region, submitted for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy PhD in the educational program 811105 Tourism. In the context of globalization, digital transformation, and experience-based tourism, the effective promotion of regional tourism product has become a key challenge for sustainable tourism development. The following conclusion can be drawn. The dissertation work of Bekmurzaeva meets all the criteria established by the rules of the awarding of degrees in the Republic of Kazakhstan. It represents a completed scientific research study conducted on a relevant topic, demonstrating scientific novelty, introducing new approaches and direction in science and processing practical significance. The dissertation is coherent, internally consistent, and based on the principles of system analysis. The scientific findings, conclusions, and recommendations presented in the study are well founded and reflected in the author's publications. The dissertation fully complies with the requirements set forth by the rules for awarding of degrees in the Republic of Kazakhstan and therefore recommended for defense. The author of the study deserves to be awarded the PhD degree in the educational program 811105 Tourism. Within the field of training 8111 services, foreign scientific advisor, Doctor of Economic Sciences Professor Nutfilo Ibragimov. Thank you.
Aytol Lyubayeva will present the decision of the university where the dissertation was completed.
Dear members of the Dissertation Council and official reviewers, let me introduce you to the protocol number 10 of April 14, 2026 of the extended meeting of the Department of Tourism of the Gumilev Eurasian National University, held to discuss the dissertation of Bekmurzaevой Жаныл on the topic improving the usage of the marketing tools to promote a regional tourism product of the Republic of Kazakhstan on the example of Mangostau region, submitted for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy PhD in the educational program 811105 Tourism. The meeting was held under the chairmanship of candidate of Economics Professor Mutalieva. The secretary of the meeting was senior lecturer of the Department Tourism Zhbatxan. 29 people took part in the discussion of the dissertation, not including doctoral students who were invited to listen to the dissertation. The protocol was approved by the acting member of the Management Board, Vice Rector for Science and Commercialization of the Gumilev Eurasian National University, Mr. Abzal Taltenov. According to the decision of the extended meeting, 1 participant abstained and 28 participants voted in favor. To approve the conclusion of the extended meeting of the Department of Tourism of Gumilev Eurasian National University on the dissertation of Bekmurzaevai Жаныл on the topic improving the usage of the marketing tools to promote a regional tourism product of the Republic of Kazakhstan on the example of Mangostau region. To recommend the dissertation of Бекмурзаевой Жаныл on the topic improving the usage of the marketing tools to promote a regional tourism product of the Republic of Kazakhstan on the example of Mangostau region. Submitted for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy PhD in the educational program AT11105 Tourism for Defense at the Dissertation Council of Gumilev Eurasian National University in the field of AT111 service sector under the specialty AT090200 Tourism and the educational program AT11105 Tourism. Thank you.
Thank you, Aytolkun. The next word is given to the official reviewer, PhD, head of the methodology sector for the implementation of the Unified Personnel System, Institute of Human Resource Management, Academy of Public Administration under the President of the Republic of Kazakhstan, Niazbaeva Aliya Tursunovna.
Good day, dear colleagues. It's my pleasure to present official review on the dissertation work of Bekmurzaevai Жаныл. The written review has been submitted, and I would like to briefly highlight its main points. The dissertation makes a substantial contribution to the advancement of the scientific knowledge, and its significance is clearly substantiated. The scientific significance of the research lies in the development of original theoretical and methodological approach to improving the use of marketing tools in the promotion of regional tourism products. The scientific results and provisions presented in the dissertations are predominantly new. The dissertations develops and substantiates a number of original conceptual and methodological solutions, including the author's conceptualization of the regional tourism products, the matrix model of the regional tourism products, the classification and evaluation framework for marketing tools, the seasonality metrics, the KPI-based assessment system, and the structural cluster approach to the regional tourism promotion. The conclusions of the dissertation are completely new. They are logically derived from the theoretical, methodological, and empirical findings of the research and reflect the author's original interpretation of the obtained results. The conclusions summarize the developed conceptual and methodological approach and provide scientifically substantiated directions for improving the application of marketing tools in the promotion of regional tourism products. The managerial solutions proposed in the dissertation are partially new. They are based on the results of theoretical and empirical research and provide practical approach to improving the promotion of regional tourism products. The practical recommendations are partially new and consist in the development of the managerial solutions for the promotion and management of regional tourism products through the application of marketing tools, destination branding, stakeholder coordination mechanisms. The dissertation represents a well-structured and methodologically sound scientific study devoted to a relevant research problem. Nevertheless, the following observation may be offered for the author's consideration in future research. The first one, the proposed methodological framework could be further validated through comparative studies involving other regions of Kazakhstan or international tourism destinations in order to evaluate its broader applicability under different regional conditions. The second one, future research could further explore the integration of artificial intelligence, big data analytics, and digital marketing technologies into the proposed system for promoting regional tourism products, taking into account the rapid digital transformation of the tourism industry. These comments are of a recommendatory nature and don't affect the overall positive assessment of the dissertation. Having carefully examined the dissertation untitled Improving the Usage of Marketing Tools to Promote a Regional Tourism Product of the Republic of Kazakhstan on the example of Mangistau region, submitted by Bekmurzaevai Жаныл for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the educational program 8D 11105 Tourism, the official reviewer concludes that the dissertations satisfy the requirements established for doctoral dissertation in the Republic of Kazakhstan. The research represents an independent and completed scientific study, the results of which are scientifically substantiated and possess both theoretical and practical value. Recommendations. The dissertation is recommended for public defense, and Bekmurzaevai Жаныл deserves to be awarded the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the educational program 8D 11105 Tourism. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Professor. And Жаныл, you may now respond to the reviewers' comments.
Thank you very much, Alia Tursunovna, for your feedback. Also, everything will be taking account in a further research, and that is a deep analytical impact that you give for that with these recommendations. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The floor is given to the following reviewer, PhD, Associate Professor, School of Tourism, International University of Tourism and Hospitality, Shelibekova Baljan Sinbekovna.
Dear Chair and members of the Dissertation Council, a detailed positive review has already been published on the official website, so therefore I would like to briefly highlight the main strengths of this dissertation. So the dissertation is highly relevant and addresses the strategic priorities of tourism development in Kazakhstan. So the research demonstrates significant scientific novelty and methodological rigor and practical significance. So the proposed approach can be applied by regional authorities and tourism organizations as well, so enhance the competitiveness of regional tourism products. In my opinion, the dissertation fully complies with the requirements of doctorate dissertation in the Republic of Kazakhstan. So therefore, I recommend awarding the author the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. So thank you for your attention and thank you for the review. And it was a pleasure to read and to be a part of this research as a reviewer. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor. The floor is given to the Жаныл to respond to the reviewer's feedback.
Thank you very much, Baljan Sinbekovna. I read the full text of your review. Thanks for your deepest feedback and the recommendations. Everything will be taken account in a further perspective. This is really important to me. Thank you.
Thank you. We will now move on to the open discussion. If you would like to speak, please turn on your microphone. Еркін талқылау. Professor Mazbayev.
Анда біз бастайық. Бүгін біз диссертациялық кеңесте тақырыбы анық, айқын және орындалған жұмысты презентация кезінде көрсете алған докторанттың еңбегін көріп отырмыз. Біріншіден, тақырыптың өзектілігі өте орынды. Себебі аймақтық туризмді дамыту бұл үлкен мәселе. Аударып жіберіңіз, ары қарай. Үлкен мәселе.
Okay, today we are here listening to the research to this dissertation, and the topic and the research are relevant, and we can see the work, the hard work that was done by our candidate.
Зерттеудің мақсаты, міндеттері презентацияда бүгінгі баяндамасында да айтылды, нақты және де қорғауға шыққан тұжырымдармен сәйкес.
So the research and the topic that was done and that was said and that was presented on the screen are clear and we can see the work.
Сонымен қатар бұл диссертациялық жұмысты басынан аяғына дейін толықтай оқып шыққан екі оппоненттің пікірімен толықтай келісеміз, как диссертациялық кеңесінің мүшесі ретінде. Себебі онда нақтылы көрсетілген жұмыстың деңгейі, дәрежесі және аяқталған, аяқталмағандығы.
So the research of the dissertation was shown clearly, and the research was done thoroughly, and we agree with the two opponents of this dissertation.
Бұл жұмыстың нәтижелі екендігіне көз жеткіземіз. Бұл зерттеуші Жанылдың және де оның кеңесшілері солардың үлкен еңбегі. Соңғы кездердегі менің көріп жүрген диссертациялық жұмыстардың ішіндегі әдемі және нақтылы, тиянақты түрде орындалған жұмыстың бірі деп санаймын. Жұмыс жоғары дәрежеде орындалған десеңіз болды. Бірақ мына аннотацияда аударып жіберсін.
So this work is approved, and this was a very hard work of Janıl and her professors, and he said that it was one of the best and most thorough works that he has seen in the latest presentations, and yes, and very high. It was done in a very high level.
Докторант бүгінгі жұмысыменен осы туризм саласының мамандарына, өкінішке орай бүгінгі осы Лейла Маратовна осындай диссертациялық кеңеске жетекшілер және біздің қорғауға шығатын диссертанттар отыруы керек, қатысуы керек. Өйткені осындай жұмыстардың нәтижесінде ары қарай бұны да жетілдіріп, жақсылап шығуына мүмкіндіктер болады.
It would have been good for other doctorate candidates to be here, and also other members of the committee to attend, so that everyone could see this work and further implement it into their researches and also learn something for themselves.
Докторант бүгінгі жұмысының аяқталғандығын көрсете білді және өзіне үлкен жүк артып отыр. Айтамын оны.
So the candidate today is showing all the hard work and all the hard weight, as they're saying, as all the hard work that she carried on herself. She is gracefully finishing it and ending her dissertation.
Олар диссертациялық жұмыста және бүгінгі аннотацияның аңдатпаның ішінде мүмкін деген сөз. Мүмкін пайдалану, қолдану. Сіздің жұмысыңыз бұл әдістемелік тұрғыда бәрі бар, енді соны аяқтау керек. Енен кейін бұл ауыр жүк. Мысалы оқу үрдісінде туризм маркетинг деген сабақ бар ғой, бар. Оның оқу бағдарламасымен таныспын. Неге кіргізбеске осылардың бәрін? Сондықтан да кафедра тарапынан жалпы туризм мамандығы бар жоғарғы оқу орындары ескеру керек. осы диссертациялық жұмыстың нәтижелерін іске асыру керек, пайдалану керек. Соған атсалсаң, бұл ауыр жүк түседі. Мен болдым.
So the ideas that were done in this research, in this dissertation, have to be implemented in the future, and it is a very heavy weight to carry. And this was the mention of the tourism and marketing in the program of tourism and marketing in this faculty, and it is a very good.
Қосымша докторанттың 3 жыл уақытында енгізу өте қиын. Өйткені екінші жылы ғана докторант бір нәтиже алады, 3-ші жылы, а бұрынғы кандидаттық жұмыс қорғаған кезде ол 7-8 жыл жұмыс істейтін біз. Сондықтан да ауыр жүкті мойныңа артып алдым дегенім сол. Сәттілік тілеймін. Жұмыс өте әдемі. Жетекшілеріңменен өзіңе үлкен рахмет.
So he wishes you a very good luck, and also he's saying that to make this research in 3 years is very hard, because previously the candidates had to work on them for like 6 or even more years, and it is hard to make the research, as I said, and the work was done very beautifully and very accurate, so they wish you a very good luck.
Thank you, Professor Mazbayev. Professor Gaich.
Yes,
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I have double online meeting, sorry. Okay, as I said, it was honored to listen to this dissertation, very valuable dissertation, and Kazakhstan is a country that will never exhaust those resources. It is not compared Serbia or Kazakhstan. I was a guest of Kazakhstan and I saw what legacy and heritage you have, but the main problem, as in like in Serbia, we are not promoted on a higher level in Europe, in any part of the world, and that's a two pity. So you have to promote on a more level, like your heritage, like your people, food, gastronomy, whatever, because I'm very, very delighted with everything what is connected with Kazakhstan. So I think that this is the main step, the first step of the candidates, not only PhD, of all of your students, that they can promote in the world that beautiful, beautiful country and show the whole beautiness of those country. It's not only promoting through researches. I congratulate to this today's PhD candidate on the highest research level, and what should I say? The presentation was great. The defense was great, the topic was great, super well done job. And all that I can say and end with this, that keep continuing connecting with people, connecting with other scientists and research in the field of promoting Kazakhstan as the most beautiful country in the world to the European side, so we can know and learn much more about that country, so we can start and be your future tourist. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. Professor Сыздықбаева.
Рахмет. Уважаемые члены диссертационного совета, официальные оппоненты, научный руководитель докторанта, все присутствующие, позвольте мне тоже высказать свое мнение. Я полностью согласна с тем, что сейчас сказала научный руководитель, профессор Назым Мамедовна Оразбаева, потому что я тоже хорошо знаю Жаныл как докторанта, потому что вела у них занятия. И надо сказать, что она приятно отличалась от всех других докторантов своими знаниями, стремлениями к проведению исследований. Надо сказать, что работая с такими докторантами, получаешь большое удовольствие, потому что не только отдаешь свои знания, да, но и получаешь тоже от них какие-то определенные знания. Спасибо вам большое за это. Ну а теперь хочется сказать... Прошу прощения. увлеклась.
Dear committee and everyone attending, so the professor is saying she had a very she had the pleasure working with Janul, as she is one of the best students, and as she was their professor on several occasions, she saw that how ambitious and how different she was from other candidates by her work and interest in all of the researches and her studies. And she completely agrees with Professor Noruzbaeva. Yes.
Ну, а теперь позвольте высказать свое мнение о самой работе, о диссертации. Да? Работу мы эту хорошо знаем, потому что она выполнялась непосредственно на кафедре. Несколько раз мы ее заслушивали. Поэтому я хочу сказать, что данная работа демонстрирует глубокое понимание автором современных теоретических подходов в области маркетинга туристских дестинаций и регионального развития туризма. Использованные в исследованиях качественные и количественные методы обеспечивают надежную методологическую основу полученных результатов. Переведете, да?
Да, сейчас. The work done is very thoroughly and it is very good. This dissertation was done under the supervision of the faculty. The topic is improving the usage of the marketing tools to promote regional tourism projects of the Republic of Kazakhstan.
Научная новизна исследований не вызывает сомнения. Представленные результаты вносят вклад как в развитие теории маркетинга туристских дестинаций, так и в совершенствование практики управления развитием регионального туризма. Полученные результаты могут также служить основой для дальнейших научных исследований в области маркетинга туристских дестинаций и стратегического планирования развития регионального туризма.
Scientific originality of the research is evident. The results presented make a valuable contribution to both of the advancement of the destination marketing theory and to the improvement of regional tourism management practices. The findings of this research may also serve as a valuable basis for further academic studies in destination marketing and the strategic planning of regional tourism development.
В целом, диссертационная работа отличается логичной структурой, методологической обоснованностью и содержит результаты, обладающие как научной, так и практической значимостью. По моему мнению, исследование представляет собой самостоятельный и оригинальный вклад в развитие научных исследований в области туризма и соответствует академическим требованиям, предъявляемым диссертациям на соискание степени доктора философии PhD. Соискатель дал исчерпывающие ответы на вопросы, поставленные в ходе сегодняшней защиты. Считаю, что диссертация заслуживает положительной оценки, а ее автор, Жаныл Абдулахатовна Бекмурзаева, присуждение степени доктора философии PhD по образовательной программе D11105 «Туризм». Успехов вам в будущем. Рахмет.
Overall, the dissertation is very well structured, methodologically rigorous, and presents findings of both scientific and practical significance. In my opinion, the study represents as an independent and original contribution to tourism research and meets the academic standards required for the Doctor of Philosophy dissertation. The candidate has provided comprehensive and convincing responses to the questions and during today's defense. Therefore, our professor believes that the dissertation merits has a positive evaluation and that the candidate is worthy of being awarded the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, PhD.
Yes, of course.
So, dear Chairman of Dissertation Council, thank you for this opportunity, and dear members of today's defense. My name is Aygul Kusherbayeva. Actually, I'm not a Dissertation Council member, but I just invited experts, and let me say a few words about these dissertations, because
by a side, just I had a chance to read the dissertations, to make some suggestions for today's discutant, Janıl. And first of all, I want to start that actually when we were looking for the top and the group of the dissertations work, I can say that in my memory, just this is the second one for which is exactly about the tourism development in Kazakhstan. The first one was Aliya Niyazbayeva. Just I do remember in her dissertations, which was 2019, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, actually. And at that time, I was the chairman of the Dissertations Council, where the Aliya had her defense. And today, just we have an opportunity with the excellent defense of the Janıl dissertations. And it seems for me, it's kind of the new discovery and new explorer of the tourism development in Kazakhstan from another side. Just because Aliya more concentrated just for what kind of tourism in Kazakhstan we are going to develop, but Janıl is discovering just more such called triangular topic, just which is for me it's really a pleasure because I do remember in that actually it was my suggestions just to find this way because and actually I think that it works really successful and resulted. And you can see today's defense, the cluster approach, the model approach, and of course the IT app. So actually, which is a more development. What I'm going to say about the dissertations exactly, probably one of the best characteristics of today's dissertation work that it's methodologically and academically structured for me because a lot of today's dissertations council member who is offline and online, they stressed attentions for that questions. And actually, I can congratulate the dissertations council with such dissertation work. And probably a few words about the Janıl, because you don't need to stop. So this is my first recommendations because you can manage the opportunity which was given by the situations, and my recommendations that you have to continue this work, not to using only and stopping by the dissertations council. The one important things, first of all, in the strategical point of view, it's just a good effect and going by the improving and offering the results of the dissertations council to the ministry, to the agency, and of course to the local agencies, which is really important. And I hope that you can do it this one. And this is things which is just inside of me, and I decided that I have to share with the dissertations council. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. Next, Professor Jakupov.
Армысыздар диссертация кеңес мүшелері.
Жалпы бүгінгі диссертанттың тақырыбының өте ауқымды өзектілігінде ешкімнің таласы жоқ.
Қазіргі Қазақстандағы елбасының негізгі біздің президентіміздің қолға алып жатқан ең бірінші бір зерттеу аймағына көп әлемнің қызықтырып жатқан аймақтың бірі ретінде бұл тақырыптың керемет өзектілігінің өзі айқындап беріп тұр. Менің жалпы диссертантым
зерттеу барысындағы негізгі әдістеріне әдіснамасына тоқтадым. Оның триангуляция әдісінің негізін пайдалана отырып, басқа әдістеріне салыстырып, оның артықшылығы айқындалғанына қалып, сонымен қатар
So there is no doubt that today's dissertation it was very rigorous and to take into the example of one of the most popular destinations in the world right now, the Mangostau region, not only Kazakhstan but the world, and the triangular method that was used in today's presentation is very relevant and clear and highly effective for this presentation.
Жақсы. Жаңағы triangulация әдіс және басқа әдістермен біріктіре отырып, оның негізінде айқындалған жұмыс екені көрініп тұр. Сонымен қатар жұмыста оның теориялық, аналитикалық тұрғыдан бәрі көрініп тұр жұмыста бар екені. Одан кейін жалпы диссертанттың өз осы туризм саласының практик маманы ретінде өзін көрсете білді, жұмыстың жоғары деңгейде жазылып орындалғанына куә болдым. Рахмет.
So the triangular method that was used that proved to be effective, and the analysis and the theories that were used in today's presentation were very clear and structured and done on a high level. And the professor can see that today's candidate is worth of her newly to be acquired PhD doctorate.
The members of the council, reviewers, colleagues, allow the discussion to be considered over. Members of the council, as well as official reviewers, we are moving on to the dissertation secret ballot. To get acquainted with the procedure for conducting secret ballot, the floor is given to the scientific secretary.
Thank you. Dear members of the Dissertation Council and official reviewers, the official reviewers take part in the secret ballot too, and their votes are equal to those of the members of the Dissertation Council. Visit the website smart.kz, then log in using your individual identification number as your username and the password that was sent to you through WhatsApp. Select the Dissertation Council section and click on the doctoral candidate's profile of Жаныл Бекмурзаева. Select the doctoral candidate from the list and click the Contacting the Defense button. After the doctoral candidate's defense, the voting window opens. Select the doctoral candidate from the list and click the Contacting the Defense button. The voting window opens. Choose one of the options. According to Regulation 7.5, members of the Dissertation Council make one of the following decisions by secret ballot. First, award the degree of Doctor of Philosophy PhD or Doctor of the Profile. Second, submit the dissertation for revision only if the dissertation is defended in the form of a dissertation. Third, submit the dissertation for redefense. First, reviews to award the degree of Doctor of Philosophy PhD or Doctor of the Profile. Then click the vote button. Your vote has been saved. Click the close button. Thank you.
Aldı жалғастырғысы келмеді. Altıdan. Şuradan aldı. Böyle değil mi? Dağız bölgenin de bildiğin. Ada şey, burada çok küçük. Bunlarda dolaşıyor. Anda. Beraber. Şey böyle yok mu? Getiren de çıkardılar. Yani bir araba geldi. Oğuz bir ver. Oğuz bir ver.
Very good. Let's continue the work for the council. Results of the votes on awarding the degree of PhD to Бекмурзаевой Жаныл. For 9, against 0, abstained 0. The voting is approved unanimously. The voting is approved unanimously. Thank you. Congratulations to Бекмурзаевой Жаныл on the voting results. The final speech is given to Бекмурзаевой Жаныл.
Dear Chairperson, dear distinguished members of Dissertation Council, the reviewers, and all the participants who just came here to support me, thank you very much for the attention. And now I would like to express my sense of gratitude to everyone who has contributed to this research. First of all, I would like to thank the chairperson of the Dissertation Council, Laya Muratovna, and respected members of Dissertation Council, as well as the official reviewers for your time, professional evaluation, valuable comments, and constructive recommendation. Your suggestions will undoubtedly be taken into account in the future and further perspective in my research, of course. My deepest gratitude go to my scientific supervisor, Ms. Maminov and Mufilo Salimov. Thank you very much for your guidance, for your respect and support, and of course, who just participated into this today's discussion, to Professor Odinbek Lisbekovich, Professor Tamara Gajic, Professor Yulita Baevna, Professor Bakhtzabzapaevna, and Professor Odinbek Amachov. Thank you very much for your feedback, for your comments and recommendations. Everything will be taken account, and I feel really supported to hear your warm words. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you. Dear members of the Council, the draft of the Dissertation Council's conclusion is presented to you for review. Please discuss the conclusion.
қағаз варианты бар ғой. Ағылшынша, орысша, қазақша, орысша
The colleagues, please discuss the conclusion. Classification and teams for the dissertation. You're going to first. Негізгі қорытынды за основу, да, негізге алайық, это давайте классификационные признаки.
Сегізде басталды. Да.
8.1.2.
Через сегізге
8.2.1. The results are in value of the dissertation results 8.3.1 high. Next, 62.
84,2. 84,2, правильно, да?
8.4.2, the topic is included in a program of fundamental research and industry program. So, okay, next. Sekiz dörtte yedi. Gelirse.
8'de 5. Yani istiyorum gibi başlamak
Вообще-то маркетинг и туризм междисциплинарный державный.
Это 8.5.2.
8.5.2.
И вот я решила применить
8.5.2. It's in the sector level. And
8.5.5.
Implementation. 8.5. Сегізде 5.3, 8.5'te 5.
8.3. Value of the dissertation results. 8.3. Value of the dissertation results.
Бірінші, 8.3'te 1. High.
Same.
Так, еще раз. 8.1'te 2. 8.2'te 1. 8.3'te 1. 8.4'te 2. 8.5'te 2. 8.5'te 5. Сколько?
8.5'te dediniz. 8.5'te mesai.
Yok, 2 yıl.
2 yıl var.
2 yıl. The members of the council, please vote for the adoption of this conclusion of peer review. The conclusion of the dissertation council is approved unanimously. Resolved by the decision of the dissertation council in the field of training AD 111 services in the specialty 630902 tourism and the education program AD 111 tourism to over Bekmurzaevai Жаныл the author of the dissertation entitled Improving the usage of the marketing tools to promote the regional tourism product for the Republic of Kazakhstan on the example of Magistral region. The degree of Doctor of Philosophy, PhD in the education program AD 111 tourism. The colleagues, reviewers, this concludes today's meeting of the council. I would like to thank the council members and official reviewers for their active participation and valuable comments during the discussion of the dissertation.